Hey, well, welcome to the Healthy Trinity Show. I continue to have technical difficulties at times. This might be kind of broken. I don't know. It looks like it on my end. But anyway, I'm glad we're here. So welcome everybody to the Healthy Trinity Show and Transformation Wednesday. Yeah, I know. It's Wednesday. It's okay. Who's counting? Anyway, let's start the show. Like I said, technical difficulties. Anyway, I hope I'm not coming in too choppy. If anybody's watching out there, let me know. Does this come out broken? I don't know what's going on. Maybe Santa Claus is going to bring me a new computer before December. I've been a really good boy this year, I guess. Anyway, we just had our national convention for our health coaches this past weekend, and it was incredible. We really got some great takeaways from this. Okay, Athena says you're fine. Good. Okay, we're good. Really great takeaways from this weekend. And one of them is that this isn't about you anymore. Okay, this isn't about you. And it's true. This isn't about me. My journey, my mission, not going to be about me. Your journey, your mission, not about you. You know why? Because for so long, we've been okay with letting ourselves down. We've been okay with not accomplishing our goals because it's about me, because I didn't fit into my jeans by July that I wanted to. Well, guess what? I could just go buy bigger jeans. I didn't get to a certain weight by summertime and my abs weren't showing. That's okay. They haven't been showing for 15 years. What's another year? We're okay with letting ourselves down. But when our why, when our goal has something to do with something bigger than us, something greater than us, it all changes. Let me tell you. So think about that. When you're wanting to do some sort of a journey, health journey, whatever you want to do, make your why bigger than you. Make it about something other than an immediate goal that you can see in front of your face. Because we've been okay with failing. Because if we fail and it's about us, I could just hide. I could just go retreat back in isolation for a little bit. But guess what? It's not about us. So make it bigger than you. Okay, we got our guest, Toby Tillman, Big Dawg. He's here. And he is ready to unleash on us today. So here he is. There he is. Toby's here.
What up?
What's going on, man?
Man, you know, I'm facing this freaking African heat wave in the Midwest, dude. I swear to God, I saw a giraffe and a zebra right across the yard, man.
And you know what? Yeah, I've been down there once in the summertime, and that's all I needed, man. One time.
Yeah, man.
Give me that California weather. That's all I need.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for coming on, Toby. This is thank you for setting aside some time for us, because I like to give this platform to people who have a big story, something important to share. And I always say, because man, if you've gone through it, tons of people have gone through it.
Absolutely. You are not alone. That's one thing I will tell you. I promise you, if you feel like, oh, poor me, I'm the only person, get in line, man, because it's happening to everybody around you. So absolutely on that one.
Absolutely. So again, thank you for coming on. But we like to open this up by saying that this is an interactive show, man. So people can comment, they can say they got questions for you, comments they want to add to whatever you're saying. Put them up, man. Put them in the chat. We'll throw them up here live, and Toby will answer them. We'll get it handled.
Best answer whatever you need answered.
Absolutely. So, and when you're coming in, just drop it in the chat where you're coming in from, where you're watching from, and we'd love to just say hi. So, all right, Toby, let's go ahead and jump into this, man. We want to hear your story. We want to hear all about where you were when you found. Well, even before that, what led up to you finding this health journey that you're on?
Man, I tell you what, I had a discussion with a good friend like maybe 2 hours ago, and he actually asked the same question. He's like, "Where are you at, man?" Man, it started about 12 years ago. I needed to have a hip replacement, and just a standard hip replacement. I was young, but my hips were wore out from all the athletics and wear and tear I've done on myself. And I went in there and had some pretty successful surgery, but ended up having some repercussions of a staph infection that actually drug on for 5 more surgeries, 22 weeks in ICU and hospital, 12 weeks in a wheelchair. And dude, you talk about went from having all your priorities of your body as your top. Now I just wanted to live. And it was tough, man. It really was. And kudos to Tiffany. I met her right at the kind of the coming out the light at the end of the tunnel with my body. But chronic pain I've had to live with my whole life since then. And that's kind of all she's known me with is chronic pain.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest reasons why I got where I got, and we all been there, we get where we get, you you shouldn't be eating it, we're all aware of it, man. And that's why I like a lot of the things you say is don't feel like you're the only one, because you're letting yourself down. Yeah. Right. So one of the biggest issue came about losing weight when I went to my orthopedic, and numerous back surgeries, numerous hip surgeries. I have 2 replaced hips. I have a replaced knee. I'm fused from my S1 to my L2, and I could have a lot of reasons to go, man, I got to sit in a chair and eat and not do anything, but it's just not how I'm wired. But and that's what got me where I was, to help people, because man, there's so many times that you can back me up on this. How many times you playing that mental voice in that little dark room locked away, going, Josh, you got to go to the gym. No, you don't need to, man.
All the damn time.
And,
yeah.
It's a battle, and men need to know, women, everybody needs to know, everybody has that.
Yeah.
The select few don't listen to it, but everybody has it. And you just got to learn to put that voice out there. But getting back to where I was, after I got my final hip replacement, man, my activity level totally dropped, right? I mean, it went from super active to 3 years, just basically bedridden, gained a lot of weight to still can't be active to what you're used to. And man, the biggest thing about that whole thing I found out was you can't outrun a bad diet. You can't outrun
There you go.
And regardless, and when you get older, guys, it's even harder. I mean, it really is. I mean, my treat meals are kind of few and far between now because, man, the 4 days of trying to get back into fat burn and get cravings, you're just like, sometimes this is not worth it, man. But you also have to listen to your body and rotate in cycles, because you can't just constantly, be all you can be every day, man. You can't be perfect. All that matters is, I really feel, is consistency. If you can stay consistent at this game, you're going to win.
There it is. Dang, man. Consistency matters. That's a big thing. I was talking to someone this morning also, and they shared something with me about the difference between, get this, the difference between consistent and constant. And the difference between consistent and constant is consistently doing actions that we need to do to better ourselves, to reach our goals. And we're constantly complaining. We're constantly not wanting to go to the gym. We're constantly listening to the voice that tells us to sit down and not get up and not follow our plan. So it's important what we're consistent about. Are we consistent in constantly complaining, or are we consistent in constantly taking action? And when that wins out, when it wins out that we're doing what we need to do, that's when transformation happens, man. And that's when you get over that little obstacle that's been keeping you.
Oh, 100%. They say,
right?
They say power of the pen, right? Power of the pen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, baby. Write it down. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, the power of you telling yourself you're not worth shit, or I'm crap, or man, failed again, or it's okay. That's more powerful than the pen. You're going to listen. That inner warrior is going to hear that and be like, oh, why do I care? The biggest sign of love, I feel, is discipline. So if you love yourself, the biggest sign of respect is being disciplined so you can better yourself and be great for everybody else.
There you go. It's bigger than you, right?
It's always bigger than you. If it's just about you, man, you're not going to do it.
No.
I promise you.
It's true. How many times I know, okay, I'm going to be completely transparent with everybody. In the past year and a half, it's been about me. It's been about, how am I going to get through today? How am I going to get through tomorrow? And guess what? I let myself down so many damn times because it was just me, because I was able to go hide on the couch after I made some big proclamation that I'm going to do this because I'm going to get back on track. And then it didn't happen. And then I was like, well, shit, I'm just going to sit over here by myself. But that's not it, right? That's not it. Not by yourself. It's bigger than this. And really, the other day it was, someone said, look, are you going to look at your kids and tell them you weren't important enough to me to do the work today?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have a saying about that. Everybody's going to die for someone they love, right? There always is. Oh my God, I'd save you in 2 seconds. Everybody would die for their kids, but would you live a healthy lifestyle?
Right. Absolutely. Would you? Then why aren't you?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Amy right here says, I feel attacked. You too, Amy? Yeah. Yeah, you too. Okay, I get it. We've all been there. Right. So Toby, let's go back to that physical transformation for you. When you jumped on program, you started following some key, easy to follow guidelines that this program offers.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now about the program. I've been pretty much every level of athleticism there is, from professional sports to professional fighting, and nutrition wise and convenience of this program. It's like losing weight for dummies. It's honestly A through Z. If you want to lose weight, drink the water, eat the meals, eat your fuelings, drink your water, do your time. You're going to lose weight, man. It's set. If you don't do the work, the program's not going to work. If you do the work, the program will work. I promise you. There's two guys right here, living proof. If you want it bad enough, and listen, man, I don't care what everybody says, right? Everybody in the world's, I got the best meal replacement. It's like you're eating pizza every day. You're eating, all this great shit you love to eat when we're fat. And you can eat it being on a diet. Well, it's pretty much you can on this program, because when I became a coach and really got into the innards of the lean and greens, man, there's so much stuff you can do that you're not missing out. You're not feeling like you're missing out, but we need to realize that why we're doing what we're doing. Yes, it's a lifestyle. Yes, we're going to live this way. Yes, my body's important to me, but also am eating for a purpose. I'm not eating for, oh my God, this tastes so good. I'm eating for purpose. And the purpose is to be the best version of me that I can be.
Oh, I like that. Eating for purpose, to be the best version of you. Did you write that down, people? You're eating with purpose to be the best version of you possible. Absolutely. I love that, man. If you didn't write that down, you guys, write it down, man. So you got on Easy to Do, Dieting for Dummies, where, Nutrition for Dummies. What happened when you were faithful to that and you continued to eat?
I went from my whole goal when I first started the program was to be 240 by the time I turned 50. Okay. I was 323 pounds. And and then about 17 weeks later, I got around about 287, 289, just teetering right there. That's when I started the program. Now, the only reason I started the program was my wife. Tiffany has had a lot of autoimmune issues that really hamper her in being active and stuff for her body. And she had been on this program for like a week and a half already. And I told her, I said, here's the deal. You try this, I'll cook, whatever. I'll do the evening meals. And
Supportive husband.
So I just started doing the lean and greens with her. That's it. I didn't change anything else, man. I wasn't on any feelings or anything like that. And just in that like week and a half, dude, I dropped like 6-7 pounds. I was like, okay. So I got down to like 280. And then I was like, I'm jumping in, man. I'm doing this. I'm going balls in. So we and 22 weeks later, dude, I weighed in at 218.
Shut up. Really?
Yes, I did. 218. And healthy motion, nutrition, water, timing of your fuelings. Guys, glycemic level, your body, once you get into the natural fat burn, you're not hungry because the glycemic level is not up and down. Man, it's inflammation of your body goes down. Your weight loss goes down. Your glycogen level goes down, which means your sodium intake goes down. I mean, it's all stems from healthy gut, healthy mind, healthy body, man.
There you go.
So that's it, man. I trained on my own through the pandemic, me and my son in the garage. I mean, couldn't get any much worse than that, right? But it was just a healthy emotion. There wasn't nothing crazy. There wasn't nothing like, oh my God, you must train 10 hours a day. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I got a 45-minute lift in, which is I would do high tension volume. And then I would do a healthy motion walk, which is basically the speed you would walk having a conversation without breathing heavy as you're walking with someone. And I did that daily, which we should be doing that every day anyways, right? I mean,
Agreed.
Doing this. Not just, oh God, when I want to lose some weight or I feel like I'm going to the beach and I'm going to look fat. So
no, that's part of your lifestyle. That's part of everyday living.
Right?
Everyday living.
Absolutely.
That's good. So tell me some of the because I haven't met anybody that's done this program that has been there's no mental roadblocks for them. It's easy. There's because our
Oh,
habits
no,
that we develop
it wasn't
are,
just
yeah.
easy. Now, there's
It's,
times, I'm a big peanut butter whore, brother. I mean, you would find me at 3 a.m. lathered up in peanut butter. I'm telling you, I love it to death. There's plenty of times when I'm like, okay, man, no more peanut butter, no. So, yeah, trust me, there's plenty of stuff. I'm just not one of those, I got to go have a big Italian meal.
yeah.
I'm that kid, man. I'm like chocolate ice cream and Snickers bar,
Okay.
crap like that.
I love it. I love it. So, but okay. So, when we talk about these things though, Toby, I mean, overcoming obstacles and some of them for people are a physical thing. Some of them are emotional thing.
Really?
What can, you've gone through it, right? You coach it now. So, in some of your people that you coach that have these emotional ties to binge eating or their food triggers, or like you said, when you just want to slather it up, just give me all the peanut butter in the world and put it on me. Like
Yeah.
what
So
do you do to stop that?
Basically I had to educate myself, just like we grow as we go. I never had to like really venture out and touch base on physical hunger and emotional hunger.
Yeah.
I've never had to do that. I mean, I personally am an emotional eater. I 100%. If I had a bad day, my ass is ready to have some pizza. I'm ready to go and have beer. So I promise you, guys, I'm no different than you guys.
Right.
But the fact is, when I get to that emotional eating point, now that I've grown, and I mean, this is just in the last 6-7 months, man. This shows you how much you can do no matter what time frame.
Yeah.
Now I can identify, all right, you've had a bad day. You might feel bad about yourself. You're going to go over here and you're going to try to have emotionally eat this. So either I address that when I get the trigger, and B, if I have to, dude, I'll throw it out. If I have to, if I'm going to eat it, I know, but I won't throw out the peanut butter, but
some things have to be sacred. Okay.
I'll toss it, man. But yeah, and that's, man, the biggest thing is it's so hard, guys. It's so hard. It is, man. It's hard. Do you think people like us or people that's made these transformations haven't been knocked down 27 times and on the 28th at work? I mean, everybody, man, it happens. It's life. How we bounce back from it and how we address it as we're getting it, as we're growing, is the whole thing about life. That's how we're gonna. So.
Yeah, agreed. It's how we do life. That's amazing. I love hearing that, how people overcome those things, or how you can use your experience to say, look, I've never been through this, but let me bring some knowledge, maybe not always experience, but we can bring knowledge to it too. And that's one of the beauty is you have your knowledge, you have your experience, and we can, as coaches, pour into
I'm going
both
to tell
for
you
people.
now, one of the main aspects about the Optavia and the program that I loved more than anything in the world was the accountability of my coaching family.
There it is.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, man, that's 99.9% of it. Just like you were telling earlier, how many times have you let ourselves down? No one's going to know. I'm just going to go hide away. No one's going to know.
Yep.
Well, you've got 37 other people in your family going, dude, how you doing? I'm like, well, program 5 or week 6, or, it's accountability. And that's what the world's lacking right now, is accountability.
Yeah. Because it's easy to hide, because, I mean, look, honestly, I know we're doing this on social media and we're doing this behind a computer, but look at the world still. Like everybody's going to do Zoom meetings and Zoom chats and, social media. And that's how we all interact. We hide behind our computers. We hide in our own isolation. We don't get out. We don't interact. We don't talk much anymore. And so the hiddenness is easier because we're afraid of failing, because we have guilt or shame that we didn't do it. So we hide. But being out there, like you said, the accountability, being with a coach, checking in regularly, talking with them, being open. That is 99% of it, man, because we're okay with failing on our own. But if we got somebody who's looking out for us, somebody who's going to celebrate us, pull us through when things just get too tough, there it is, man.
Yeah.
That's the extra level.
They're going to do it for you, but they're going to go, hey, man, I was right there. If you give up now, all the shit you've been through isn't worth it. Now, I mean,
right.
Just keep going. Just give it one more day. Give it 6 more hours. Give it 12 more hours. Hey, wake up and let me know how you feel. I mean, It's just one of those things that everything you're looking for, the plateau, the 8 pounds 1 week that you're going to drop might be just another day away. And if you're just telling yourself that, I mean, you'll walk through hell and high water, man.
You will. Absolutely. It's, I was checking with a client earlier, happened to be my sister, and she, you know, she's done program a few times and stopped a few times and always hit a roadblock where now she's pushing past that roadblock finally because of that consistency where she knows, she's like, look, I know that breakthrough might be just tomorrow. And so she's like, I know if I stay consistent, it might be tomorrow. I'm coming through this week. I didn't lose any weight, but I know next week it's going to do this, this, and this. And it's predictable. And you got to stick with it and be consistent, right?
I tell my people, a lot of people, I tell them when they're the kind of repeaters and the third and fourth time, I'm like, man, you can't keep building a house with the same material and expect it to last. You know, you're building a house with the same shit every time. We have to grow. We have to change. And then when they stumble, they're like, oh, they'll call me and like, I stumbled. I'm like, okay, so that's a chug hole in the road. Now we know where it's at. So when we walk up to it, we're going to sidestep it. Man, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent.
There it is. There it is. In a nutshell, you don't have to be perfect because we all have those days.
Yep.
We just have to be consistent. And what we are consistent about is what matters. Sabrina says, in all of her wisdom, mentorship will call you out on your BS if you give them permission. This is true. So, yes, Sabrina, you have permission to call me out on my BS.
Or they'll just call you out on your BS without permission. So,
or you do it without. Yeah, if you're that kind of person, you call them out anyway because some people don't want to hear it.
Mentor, I promise you, I'm going to call you out on anything.
There's no hiding from that, right? Toby can smell out the peanut butter. He knows when you've been into it. So
yeah, man.
Nice. I love that. So now that you went through your transformation, Toby, you, Tiffany, you guys, you're getting healthy, you're doing the things, you get into that next step and you're coaching and how's that journey been for you? Now that that's not an extra, here's the thing, before we start, that to me is not an extra part of this program. We're deciding to coach. That's the next evolution. It is the next level to this program. You want health, we're going to do it, and then we're going to teach it. So now you're sharing with others this next step, next level of this optimal health journey that we're on. How is that going for you?
I always hated bullies, man. Always hated bullies. My whole life, I hated bullies. I was a fat kid, so I got picked on. Hated bullies. Always wanted to help people. Like, even when my wife, she'd see me watching a movie and somebody's getting picked, she's like, I know. I was like, oh, man, my ass. I'm ready to bounce on this kid or something. But I finally when I got into coaching, and the only reason I did is because I knew I could help people. I mean, I just didn't want them to feel condemned to the way I watched my wife feel, the way even I felt. And I thought I was active. I really did. I trained every day, dude. I trained every day. I was 323 pounds.
Yeah.
My ass was at the gym every day doing fasted cardio, doing all this crap. It didn't matter, man. Nutrition, it finally caught up with me. So my biggest thing is I feel like that's like, man, don't get down on your weight. Don't get down on your success on program. Just keep trying. Keep one, like we just talked about, consistency day to day. Mm-hmm. you can tomorrow. Do the best you can the next day. And I mean, that's all we can ask out of it. And then follow the program. And then if you're having trouble following the program, lean into your accountability coach.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. Lean into your accountability coach, follow the program. You can't do it. You got your coach. You also got a community of people that are here to help. They're ready to go, man. You want to ask them some questions, they got answers too. It's amazing. So when it comes to coaching, helping people, you guys, you and Tiffany, you and your wife, you guys have built a pretty solid business for yourself. Am I right?
Yeah, we've done really well. We're really blessed with it. And man, it's just you know, you do it so much and it becomes so natural that sometimes you forget your basic roots of it, and you almost have to hit a reboot button and start all over to get not to start business wise, but start all over with your passion. So
yeah, that's where it stems from, is your passion. You have a passion for it, and you can turn that. Yeah, that's the thing about this program, you guys, is you have a passion for it, and there's an avenue to turn this into a business. There's an avenue to turn this into an income for yourself. And that's something I don't think we should be forgetting about this is it's there. That's like I said, the next evolution is helping people, is sharing this, right? You catch the fire of this mission is just to help change lives. You know, what it's done for you, it could do for the next person that was in your spot, in Toby's spot, you know, or in my spot, where you just want to level up. You want to feel good. And guys, like, you know, it's not this silly girly thing that, you know, fad diets or whatever. No, man, this is the real deal. You know, like, you're living proof there, Toby. You're in the gym every single day trying all this different nutrition, and you get on this, and then, you know, boom, you're 218 pounds, man, just packed muscle, just solid, sturdy bull ready to rock. Dude, like, that's the thing. Like, we need a little help sometimes, and you know, so partnering up with people and offering this as a gift and a program that can really bring some serious change to people, we shouldn't shy away from extending that offer. So I'm glad you and your wife are doing well with your business and helping people change lives and just really making a huge difference. So congratulations to you guys on that. So Toby, look, man, before we get out of here, I appreciate you everything you've been pouring into us. I always like to end this way, man. Like, all right, let's just put it to you this way. Somebody out here is watching this show and they're thinking, all right, man, I see your transformation, but I don't know. I don't know if this is the right thing for me. I've tried other deals. Give this person the last bit of advice. Push them over the edge. Push them off the fence into health. Give it to them.
It might be a little bit more important when your life depends on it.
This is true.
We never know that until we get to that point. Man, that program, eating right, sure did seem expensive till now I have to buy $700-800 a month of insulin or high blood pressure or whatever.
Yeah, this might just save your life. But we don't want to get to the point where it needs to save our life, right? We want to do it before we have the need. So that's putting it bluntly, dude, for sure. But hey, that's what people need sometimes. We need it put bluntly. We need it put to where we are smacked in the face with it sometimes.
Absolutely. That's the way I needed to hear it. So.
Right. That's awesome. All right, Toby. So before we get out of here, last thing, any shout outs you want to give to people?
Just all my Josh Bamba, Michelle Bamba, Erica Hitt, my beautiful wife. Thanks for always supporting us. And I'll keep those lean and green dinners made and ready to go for you, baby.
That's so awesome. Cool. All right, Toby. So thank you so much for pouring into us. I appreciate you. Look, you guys out there, you like what you heard, you got more questions, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to Toby. Any of the wonderful coaches that we've had on this program, we would love to talk to you, meet you where you're at, and see how we could help you best. So appreciate you guys much. We are going to come back next week. And I just lined up a guest who isn't a coach. They don't have that aspect. All they have is somebody that is on fire for this program, who's a client who just reached their goal. And they were telling me some amazing stuff about what they've learned. So we're going to hear from not only coaches, but a client, just a strict old client next week. So make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, have a great week, and we will talk to you guys